Major market averages are higher, and we're up now nearly 200. So talk about a solid start to a month. You are looking at the biggest gain on the NASDAQ, and I believe the S&P is at its highest level since early November. Headline that I know I had highlighted, but I just want to bring it up again. Within the manufacturing data, there's many different pieces of information. This one stood out, though. New orders above 50 for the first time since November of 2007. 50, again, the demarcation between an economy which is shrinking and one which is growing. Well, the world's biggest drug company, Pfizer, and a small biotech company, CellDex, are announcing an advance in the fight against one of the most difficult to treat cancers. Which one? What does it mean? What does it mean for investors? Mike Huckman has the answers. He is live at the Cancer Conference in Orlando. Mike.
Good morning, Aaron. As perhaps the most well-known brain cancer patient, Senator Ted Kennedy unveils his new health care reform plan, Pfizer and CellDex Therapeutics, which are partners, unveil new positive test results on their very unique brain cancer treatment, showing that thus far it looks like it may add on the median as much as 9 to 11 months of life. So joining me live now, first on CNBC, is the CEO of CellDex Therapeutics, Mr. Anthony Marucci. Good morning to you, and thank you for being here. So is the robust survival benefit that you're seeing so far enough to impress doctors, patients, and investors, or do you think that number is going to go up even more over time? Because I should add, you've seen 3 patients, for example, that are alive now 4 years after having surgery.
Yeah, well, we think the data is very robust, and we are seeing significant improvement in survival. The Activate study, which was the first of the phase 2s, showed an overall survival of 26 months, and the Act 2 data, which is still ongoing, has shown similar benefits.
Is this enough to possibly win FDA approval, or might the agency make you and Pfizer do a larger, longer clinical trial?
Well, we're working with Pfizer and the FDA now to put this program on the right path forward. So we're hoping to announce something within this year.
The late, great Yankee ball player, Bobby Mercer, was in one of your clinical trials. Unfortunately, he passed away a short time after we featured him at last year's ASCO. There are hints, rumors, speculation, if you will, that Senator Kennedy may be on your drug. Is there any truth to that?
Well, we can't discuss, nor will we, about any individual patient, but we're certainly happy that the senator is back to work and doing well.
This is a cancer vaccine, but it's not a vaccine to prevent brain cancer, obviously. It's a vaccine to treat the cancer. Can you explain how it works in layman's terms, please?
Sure. So what it does is it's a cancer vaccine to a mutant of EGFR.
What does that mean?
EGFR is a very important cancer target, and since it's a mutant, it's a variant. And the tumor targets specifically just cells on the tumor. So when we do with the intradermal injection of CDX-110, it seeks out those cells that express this tumor and helps fight off and kill the cancer.
You announced late last week that you're buying a small company called Curagen for nearly $100 million. How is it that in an environment where baby biotechs like yours are running out of money, are conserving cash restrictively, and are going bankrupt, frankly, that you're able not only to spend money, but you're stockpiling cash at the same time?
Well, I think it says a lot to the products and the portfolio that we have inside CellDex, and I think the Curagen acquisition just, adds to that. It strengthens the pipeline, it strengthens the preclinical engine for future growth, and having $96 million on the balance sheet pro forma gets us a runway into 2012.
But we've seen 2 pharma cancer biotech deals in the last week or so. Have you entertained offers? Have you been approached?
Well, we've been approached, obviously, on 110, and, we have discussions with Big Pharma on other things, but not to the extent that the Cougar and the other deals have been done. No, not yet.
Anthony Marucci, the CEO of CellDex Therapeutics, thanks again for joining us first on CNBC. And later, coming up on the call, we move from biotech to Big Pharma, which, guys, is perhaps showing its biggest presence in years here at ASCO. Back to you.
Mike Huckman, thank you very much. And next, to check on the market internals, especially given the nearly 200-point gain. Do the internals bear it out? Plus, is a so-called quick rinse bankruptcy really the best thing for General Motors? Forgetting whether you even think it's possible. Our task force of bankruptcy experts weighs in. That's coming your way in just a couple of moments. I'm peering around our jib camera, and you are higher pretty much across the board. I can see it for oil, gold, retail, drugs, transport, utilities. You got the picture. We'll be back.
This CNBC program is sponsored in part by Wisdom Tree. To learn more, visit wisdomtree.com.